Sad news that Antonio Carrinho, son of the founder of Billiards Carrinho, has recently passed away. Under Mr. Carrinho's leadership, the company founded in 1962 grew to become one of Europe's leading manufacturers of pool tables. Today, Billiards Carrinho is a valued part of the Predator Group, and Antonio's contribution to our sport and industry spanned many decades. In recognition of his legacy and the impact he had on billiards throughout Europe, we would like to pay our respects. Please join us in observing a moment's silence in memory of Antonio Carrinho. Thank you very much for your time and appreciation.
Hello, pool fans, and hope you are locked in and ready for some world-class pool.
And it's in. What a performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have witnessed some absolute thrilling matches so far.
And in it goes. He is your champion. Celebration, so are Victor Zelensky.
The finest players in the world.
Oh, he makes it. Nicely on the 10.
Jasmine Ocean.
And a sad and solemn moment to start out the event here in Austria. But welcome, pool fans from all around the globe. The Predator Pro Billiard Series presents the fourth day here in St. Johann in Pongau, Austria. And this is a great matchup between the Crystal Christina Tkac, a world 10-ball champion, a world 9-ball runner-up, versus Han Yu, a 4-time world champion. This is a winner's qualification match to get to the final 16 as we go into day 4 here. And they just had a lag for break. And these two ladies will start off. This is George Teachea bringing you the live action, joined by Eric Horlifson from Canada. Good morning, Eric.
Hey, pleasure to be with you as always. Two of the best in the women's game going at it here. Kind of interesting. I believe Han hasn't made it past the quarterfinals in about 3 events. Unusual for her. No real reason for it, but have taken note that she hasn't made it near the end as often recently.
Well, we have to keep in mind that her numbers are from 2013, 2016, 2018. She had she reached the final actually in 2023 of the World 10-Ball, not the final. Yes, the final of the 2023 World 10-Ball Championship, and a couple of semifinals. But you're right, she just hasn't really been to the top of her game. But big win in mixed doubles.
Yeah, expect a closely contested one here. Both former world champions. Christina off to a good start. Ball down and a shot on the one. Pretty good looking table too, George. One leads to the three.
It sure is. And keep in mind, folks, this is 10 ball, two of three sets, races to 4. The shootout, if they're tied in the third and deciding set at 3. Some great pool being played here this week in Austria at the Hotel Alpina Alpendorf. This looks like a good start for Christina with a nice break. As you mentioned, open 1, and watching her work here, she's going to get by. Oh, she got the 9 ball just perfect.
Yeah, I had to change the path of the cue ball there. Ended up well. Christina had a 5th place finish at the last WPBA event 2 weekends ago. Kind of made a bit of a Facebook post afterwards saying she wasn't particularly happy with the results, but it just shows you the standard that she holds herself to. World-class field there in those WPBA events now, finishing 5th. Not quite good enough for her.
Some controversy on a 6-ball shot that she had on the last game there that really may have cost her the match to move on.
I saw that.
Yeah, the lady moving in the background right in front of her. I mean, it was it's something fans should be aware of. Gosh, when you're right down the eyesight of a pro taking a shot like that, that was horrible. Stood up and did a little dance almost.
Yeah, the timing was impeccably bad.
She missed a routine 6-ball.
Would like to be drawing straight back here, but she's drawing into the 10, so we're going to have to avoid it coming off the short rail.
Does she have enough on it?
Comfortable enough to come across, and this would be a good opening rack for it to catch. Best start possible. Break and run.
Well, she started out by defeating Linnea Halmström from Sweden. And she's got 2 wins under her belt with Eklund Kachi in the mixed doubles. And a great start with a break and run to take the first game. We've had some great action with the mixed doubles, the Billard Beckmann Billiards Men's Open. Everyone playing 10 ball, 2 out of 3 races to 4. We have many of the best players in the world, Hall of Famers, the world 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball champions, world junior champions, competing for $315,000 in prize funds. Right here, the ladies are competing for a $27,000 first prize, $90,000 prize fund altogether in this Women's Open.
Who was
And
Han's
so far,
partner
the
again?
only look.
Sorry, George. Go ahead.
Kunlin Wu.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's a strong team. Christina playing with Eklund Kachi.
Yeah, they actually won in Puerto Rico in 2024, the Kamui mixed doubles. So, very strong partnership there. She defeated Bojana Sarac from Serbia in straight sets to get to this point. And here we go with rack number 2.
Cue ball wanted to go, but it's going to hang up. First chance of the match for you now. A lot of traffic over by the left middle. Too much traffic to play up the left side, I believe, even though the cue ball is playing pretty naturally into that area. Play a soft draw to the corner. Start there. Does the 2 pass the 7?
It's tight,
does.
but it looks like it does, yeah.
Tester here early for you. Trying to draw back between the 5-9.
Oh, you know,
Pocket, George.
very hard. One thing I noticed her playing with Wu is they just approach it like a surgeon. I mean, they've been so technical, very little cue ball movement, always in the correct angle for the next shot. It was just, God, they did a great job with it. And it's pretty much what she's doing here with this rack. Look
You know
at this
what you mean.
perfect
A lot
angle
of
to
the
go
Asian players. Yeah, a lot of the Asian players, you kind of would call it like a simple style, maybe compared to some of the Filipinos, but they're all very finesseful, just kind of efficient in how they play the game.
And it all has to do with that cue ball being on the correct line all the time. Like, look at this angle here on the 5. She can run up. If she overruns it, she runs into the 9. She's perfect on the 6. Once she's there, this rack is pretty much, it takes a glaring error to not run out.
Yeah, kind of making the game look easy, but we all know it's nowhere near that.
No big stroke. Watch her backswing here. It might be 2 inches, maybe 3. Oh, no, that was a big one. She came back quite a ways. But smooth.
Yeah, she's not afraid to
Very.
cue. Yeah, timing's perfect. Makes a lot of tough shots compared to even some of the top players, and makes them look easy too. That's why I was really surprised. And she is a consistent finisher. It's not like she's past her prime or anything, but as you mentioned, she's been on the international scene for 15 years. But yeah, just not, sometimes it comes down to a roll or two here and there, a hill loss here and there. Not as easy of a draw at the beginning of the tournament. There's factors.
We do have to keep in mind she is only 33 years of age, so we'll see a lot of her, especially with this style of play. And this table actually lends itself, the way these tables are playing here in Austria, it lends itself to this type of play. Easy to move the cue ball around. Started out on day 1, if you recall, Eric, we started on day 1 with a really fast table. Things seem to have really settled down, and tables are playing what seems to be perfect.
Yeah, conditions are looking pretty normal now. I think day 1, the atmosphere was just not dialed in exactly. They figured it out, and tables look to be playing good.
And the full table run there from you. Tied at 1, racing to 4. And as I mentioned, the winner here moves into the final 16. down to the money end of the tournament.
And going from the middle. She's known to go from the middle. Lends to more offensive play.
Nice break.
Perfect,
The
George.
2 balls. Oh, look at this. She could have possibly made 4 balls on that break. The 2 balls going to the side pockets were just a little high, both of them. They're just a little high. And look at this 9 ball slide in, the 4 ball going across.
Yeah, hit it nice and pure, right on the nose, nice and square. She's been rewarded here.
Oh. The speed almost got away there.
Yeah, still room to cross over 2 rails. Pocketing just a little tougher than what she would have liked. Nicely played. Still a little too much angle here. See if she decides to stun between the 5 and the side pocket. It's a tight play, but it will play well if she's able to achieve it. Yeah, I think actually the 5 might not have passed the 6, so chose to move it. Getting a little further out of line now. She'd like to play the cue ball between or behind the 7-10 if she can.
Han with a 762 Fargo compared to her opponent's 749. And out of the top 100, she is number 9 in Fargo. Christina just a little bit down from that at number 13. Actually, she's at a 750. Went up a point in the last couple days.
This will work well for Han if she's covered the 5. Quite tell from Christina's stance right now. She has the left edge. Not, it'll be a kick safe. Does have the left edge. Let's see if Han gets really aggressive here and tries to wrap the cue ball 3 or 4 rails behind the 7-10. Problem with that is she has to cut the 5 very thinly to keep it near the 8 and gonna have to draw it around the angles. That shot can go really wrong, so I think she's just trying to cut the 5 into the 8 here. Even went wrong here. Break for it to catch now.
Well, Christina at the table now. WPA ranking is 3. She was at number 1. Jasmine just took that over back in October this past year. Han Yu at number 18.
Couple half mistakes from Han here in rack number 3. He's falling out of position on the 2 and wasn't able to fully recover. Caught the 5 a little thick. It's a catch taking advantage now.
Is he going to come back up? Yes. Perfectly played. Nice speed on the ball. Yeah, the players look rather dialed in on the speed of the tables too now. So we should look for some great matches. And we've had that. But both players controlling the cue ball exceptionally well.
The strokes look very similar, George. Just kind of analyzing how they were playing through that rack. Very similar type players.
And the other good thing about it, Eric, is both players have had enough time on the tables to really get dialed in. Thus, they're making the game, as you mentioned earlier, look easy. But it's only because the way they're playing the position.
You know, that's the nice thing about the mixed doubles too, is that they're really putting it all in both tournaments, but a little more focused on the singles, but the doubles gives them more table time.
And an opening start on the 1 ball, but now for Christina. She broke dry.
Yeah, middle of the rack didn't separate as well as it sometimes does there.
The only positive thing is
here. Looks like she's going to have to hold between the 3-4 here, George. Even on a bank.
she could try to come around here. Oh, she's taking the bank. Wow. And you saw that, Eric. Nice call.
I mean, it helps when they call the pocket. I caught her. I caught her on a pocket call there too. But yeah, my first intuition was to go around the rails. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's an opening between the 9 and the 10 to get the cue ball around, and the angle led right to it. But it was a gamble, so she did the smarter thing.
Just gonna want to get good on the 5 here. Not the biggest of position areas for the 6. Run straight on the 5 will do. She'd like to play straight back with some right spins, swinging towards the 5. Straight enough that she doesn't need to spin it. Back into the angle now. Slightest angle going to the left off the 5 here. Straight enough to hold. Gonna be forced to run into the 9 now. Only negative that can happen here is the 9 tying up with the 8. Unlikely though.
This looks like a biology class with perfect dissecting of the balls here.
Yeah, both players on form at this point.
And you know, some of the top players in the top 10 there, players like Sosoa, like Cho Che-yu, um, the same style here. It's just, and that's why they're at the top of the game. It was nice when we had Simin Chen coming in for some of these tournaments. What was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah, we've lost her
She
to some
made,
hayball competition,
yeah,
but she's always been one of my favorite players.
sure.
Reminiscent of you, really.
She's overrun that a little.
Gonna have to check this one. Off angle cut. Big shot in the first set. Missable one. Expect her to get it. Anytime you're involving spin with a difficult cut like this, makes the shot a lot tougher. Beautifully played, George.
Most players would have hit that with more speed, but she's hit it just perfectly. Just if you could write a textbook on how to go through a run out, it would look something like that. That's just so accurate and so technical. It's scary.
And she breaks well, too, to boot. Aggressively, too. Breaks from the middle a lot of the time.
I don't believe we've had a miss yet by either player.
Oh, just a couple safe missteps from you in rack number 3.
Great place to be in Austria. Previously, the tournaments have been held in Klagenfurt, home of the Oceans, Jasmine and Albin. 9-ball flies in, 2-ball flies in. Good shot on the 1. As you mentioned, she breaks good.
Yeah, getting real good action out of that square contact attack angle.
That almost looked like the way the balls responded to that break, it almost looked like they were using the magic rack.
I agree.
Or a template.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the word template.
Well, it's one of those brand names
that's
kind of transcended.
It has.
Other terms, kind of like Kleenex. It's not actually called Kleenex. That's a brand name, but yeah, Magic Rack is like that.
You know the funny thing, Eric, is here in Tucson, Arizona, we have a guy that makes them with his 3D printer. He makes his own templates, and they are the best. I mean, they are absolutely the best. I pick those over anything I've seen.
Nice. Well, good luck to him.
Yeah, he just makes them out of.
Yeah, there's someone in our area that has been making them for a few years too, and he actually got a contract with the WPBA finally. So, shout out to Perfect Rack, and yeah, good luck to your friend as well.
It's just a hobby for him. I see him in the pool room You know, whenever I'm down there, he's there probably 3 days out of 5. But he just, it's amazing what they can do with that 3D printer.
And getting through this rack nicely. Looking to reply with her first break and run of the set. Second overall. She does get through these final 4. Perfect again, George.
We're watching, ladies and gentlemen, we're watching perfect pool here from both ladies. A master class.
Gonna be forced to stay below the 10 here. Should be okay. Pretty straight in the pocket, so might have to leave a little more distance than ideal. Just wants to get off the rail, really. Fine. I'm just gonna elevate to even avoid being on the rail. Confident play here.
Nice long pause there.
Bank's line
Yes,
good.
she
Definitely wasn't playing for the bank.
I'm surprised she tried to get so much out of it. I thought she would just kind of keep it in the area and take the 10 ball on the short side.
It's gone wrong.
Yeah. And she had a bank shot similar to that in the second rack when she ran it out.
Yeah, first missed ball of the set. Unexpected. See if the catch can take advantage here.
It's a big shot. And not an easy one. But she sure made it look easy. Big break for Christina. And great shot. 3-2 on the hill here for the first set. Racing to 4. I love these replays of the entire rack afterwards here. The Pro Billiard Series still has 5 events after this one. In Italy in August, Vietnam, September, Bali, late September, back to the U.S. in San Antonio, Texas, November the 22nd, and then Jacksonville, Florida, December the 14th. And that little lady right there will probably be in attendance for all of those. Some of those locations, many of those locations have world titles involved for the men and the women.
Yeah, Christina plays all the major events. And doesn't play as many of the WPBA events, being based in China. It's a bit of a travel drain coming to North America for some of the tournaments, but she does play in all the Pro Billiard Series for the last 2 years now.
She's now living in Miami, Florida, I believe. She posts some nice videos on YouTube and on Facebook, excuse me. of the different
you can see
pool rooms
classic.
in the area.
Yeah, Classic Billiards on her
Look at-
front sleeve there, one of our sponsors. Good room in Miami that's doing a lot for the game. Let's see if you can recover here. I'm playing the cue ball behind the 8. Almost got behind it. Looks like the 3 is going to block the path towards the 1. Christina can hit the left side of the 1 and kind of bank it up the middle. That'll play well for safe. Got to be careful catching the 9. Going to the left.
She doesn't appear to have a full ball here, so I think she called the bank. I'm sure she didn't call the cue ball. Wow. Ouch there.
Actually tough to hit it that thin where you would think the cue ball would ever go in that pocket, but it happened. Chance for you now to come back to the hill. Looks like she's going to favor safe here. I don't know. It's tough to 3 foul a player like to catch. She's going to take a shot at it. No good.
Well, will this be enough? No. Should I say a weak attempt at a 3 foul?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he got ball in hand. She was definitely expecting to get behind something else there.
Going behind the 8.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
George.
didn't see the 7. Too close. Too close to the ball there. Didn't see it.
Well,
How many times have
3
we done
foul
that?
points. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just the thinnest of edges.
It's kind of funny to watch her touch her eyes, and after a shot like that, it's like, did my eyelashes get in the way?
Yu's going to switch to offense here. Just the way to catch contact at the 7 there. She feels like it's a stronger run-out possibility. Supposed to be somewhere near straight on the 5 or having it go going to the right. Go ahead, George. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Back to the scaffold approach. We have 8 other matches going on right now, 7 other matches going on right now to get into the final 16. And what a lineup we have here. Players such as Savannah Easton, Cho Che-yu, Shui Ching Shang, Wade Su Chin, Maite Ropero, Kelly Fisher, Amber Chen, So Soa, Pia Filler, Hang Muyan, and Wang Wanling. And of course, these 2 ladies here that you're you're watching.
Yeah, the
Players
absolute
like
very
Savannah
best
East.
women's game coming out this
Exactly.
week.
And I think a lot of these women players, and especially a player like Savannah Easton, is just really reaping benefits from the mixed doubles and playing with such high talent. Like, they're playing with Kachi, Jason Shaw, Shane Van Boning's not here, but he plays a lot with Savannah Easton. Talent from all over the world. Just improves the game for all of us, especially us viewers.
Cue ball control from you throughout this run out, and we're looking at Hill in the first set here.
This has been an impressive set. Neither player has one on their break.
To catch open with a break and run, but yeah, it's interesting that stat you're bringing up. Remember we were doing Kun Lin and Kachi, and there was about 6 games in a row where the non-breaking player won the game. That's
Yes, I've seen quite a bit of it. Exactly. Yeah, I missed the break and run there by Tkach. I have it circled, but I was just looking at the back and forth of the games.
Well, you've been successful off the break, coming up with not only balls down, but shots on the one twice in the set. She's going to stick to the middle here.
Look at the break success there. Han Yu at 100%. And as we say that, she breaks dry.
Yeah, she hit it well too, but just didn't find one this time. Caught a bit of draw slightly. Just takes away from the overall purity of the hit. Still good square one. Could have had better results. It's going to be to catch in first here. Cue ball's running into the 8th. She might try to play something where she runs into it squarely enough that she kind of runs through it. Good try. Got some angle towards the 2, but nothing offensive. A good spot to play safe here.
She almost got the run through you described, Eric. Was headed in that direction. Look for this cue ball over here by the 3 and 5. Oh, she'd like to have gone deeper.
Needs the 5 to cover the 2, and it hasn't.
I'm surprised she hit it so full. I thought she'd try to get deeper behind the 3. Hit less ball on the 2. But she was going for that area. Left the small window.
Try from hand there. Not going to work out. Just slightly off on getting the cue ball behind the 10. 7 might cover her here.
She got good cover there.
Three ball still in
Hittable 2 ball.
Yep. 3 balls. That's a good kick safe there. 3 ball's still in a tough spot, but if either player can come underneath, kind of get the cue ball near the 8th, it's going to be 100% safe behind the 5. And that could be a game winner. So big battle on the 2 ball here. Christina can actually try this ball and ideally run the cue ball in front of the 8th and kind of near the short side of the 3. Cue ball behind the 6 will be the safe. She did try that. Ran into the 8. It's going to be a choice for you here. Likely going to take this one. One hit the 4 and it's going to go in. Now a choice for her to catch that she's definitely going to take. And a chance to get the cue ball behind the 5 here. The 3 might be banking into the 5 off the left long rail. If it is, she'll have to go behind the 6. Wasn't able to get as close to the 5 as she wanted because of the angle. Does have coverage here, though.
Would you rather kick this or bank this? I mean, jump this.
Well, there's actually room between the 4-7 to make the 3, so I think you got to take a chance at winning the set here. Got a little too much power into it, landed on top of it. First real offensive chance for it to catch to win the set now. Cue ball's drawing back towards the left middle. There's room to avoid it in front of it. Didn't want to hit the 5, but she's come out okay here. 5 still available.
Oh, 7 ball. It's getting big. Close.
It's in line now. 4 balls to go. Highly competitive first set. Very few errors overall. To catch with a chance to take it down. See that fly buzzing around her again, George? She actually slightly reset the first time. Came back again as she was hitting the ball.
Who was that yesterday that was bothering? There's somebody, I think it was yesterday, was happening too.
Yeah.
Forgot who it was.
Well, summertime. Flies are out.
Well, it's just a slap shot away from winning the first set here.
Great set. World-class stuff.
And there it is for the first set. Not once in the set did a player win 2 games in a row. They alternated games the whole way through. And the players are going to take a small break, and I believe Eric and I will too. I'll just read off some sponsors for you folks, and then leave you to the stats. Little Monster, Box Billiards, Kamui, Yalin, Venbilliards, Simonis Cloth, Aramith Billiard Balls, Billard Beckmann, our title sponsor for the Men's Open, and Carrinho, title sponsor for this Women's Open here, and the WPA. We'll be right back with the players. And a good look at the stats here from the stat guy. What stands out is the one break and run from Christina to open the set. One missed shot by Christina. Safety efficiency by Christina again. And that looks like to be the difference. Johann pocketing most of the balls in that set. Till the very last rack.
Not going to see too many sets where a player is 100 points in front of the other player in overall performance and loses the set. But the bank on the 10 was definitely a turning point there in the first set.
Yeah. That was big, especially after making a bank earlier. And, I mean, if you're going to bet on a bank shot, that bank on the 10 is something you'd bet on.
Yeah, I thought she'd make it. But I agree with you. She hit it pretty hard and almost tried to come on top of the 10. Maybe just, I don't know, just caught it off angle.
The only thing I saw in that bank shot, Eric, is she got the cue ball up to the head rail by drawing it back a little bit and just kind of coasted back. So she was playing a two-way shot, and maybe that took it a little bit off of the accuracy of the bank. But I thought she'd make that 10 ball all day.
Yeah. I was just saying from the 8 to the 10 as well, she could have just kind of cinched it in and just went a little off path. She's back on track here.
Can she tighten this up and go to the left side of the table here for the 2 ball in the right? Yes, she has. Very nicely, too.
Falling angle's not playing great. Playing in front of the 3. Gonna likely hit the 3 off the rail.
Oh, and it's mistakes like this. It's just that little feather off that ball that came back and got behind the 7.
Yeah, could have turned out better when you're running into a ball. Risk of things like this happening. High percentage kick safe on offer. She's calling it in the side, but really trying to hit the bottom side of the 3 here. With the cue ball traveling towards the 10. Close, but not there.
A big opening for Christina to open the set here on the first game. The way that first set went, I doubt that this is over in 2. High level play from both players.
The full pocket on that one, but got it down. Good stuff from Christina again, taking full advantage from the slight error from you.
You know, one of the things I'm looking at, Eric, and what comes to mind is the way these players are playing a lot of their shots, where they're rolling the ball in instead of that crisp little stop shot. Tells me these tables are playing very, very well, and the players are very comfortable with them.
Yeah, the speed is good. Don't really have to power anything or force any balls. The pockets are just a little bigger on these black pocket back arc tables.
And I think this is the ideal size for rotation. I mean, those small pockets, you know, when you get down to 4-inch pockets and 4 and an eighth, that's a one pocket table, you know, especially on worn cloth. But with new cloth, you know, this is just ideal stuff, I think. It allows the players to get comfortable on it and roll the ball.
I totally agree, George. I mean, you know, there's going to be people that will argue with this point, and, you know, they've tightened the pockets up just because of the level of play internationally. And, you know, if you go to 4.5, which these are not, but I'm just saying if you did go to 4.5, the game would be too offensive. But I think the thing that the 4-inch pockets takes away from the overall game is kind of like you're saying, like the finesse rolls and spinning the ball a little more. And something you got to realize about rotation more than any other pool game is that you're moving the cue ball a lot. And, you know, certain spots where you want to pick out different parts of the pocket or kind of spin the cue ball a little more, those 4-inch pockets just take away from that play. And I think if I were a major tournament promoter, I would keep them around this size. I totally agree.
Especially in the clubs, you know, where you have worn cloth. 4 and an eighth is brutal. I have a table with 4 and an eighth. It's brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, if you touch the side, it's not going in. And this just really enhances the beauty of the game. This,
I agree.
you know, watching these players on this table, it kind of makes me want to go out and play pool. It really does.
Absolutely. Decent break from Christina. Nothing down, and first chance of the rack to you here. Tough movement towards the 2. I think she might have to try to thread the gap between the 2-5, which is extremely tough, and she wouldn't look for that. Not much else. She's nailed it. Good shot there. Rack's fairly open up until the 7. Just in between here, George. Doesn't really want to elevate. 3's hampering her cueing a little bit. I believe she has to. Gonna go behind the 5 if she rolls at it. Good shot there, avoiding the elevation. Pushing the 5 into a bit of a tougher spot, but still very accessible. Needs angle here, and she has enough. forced to play the 5 in the side now. And this is the difference between playing on tighter side pockets or playing on the conditions that we're at now. This ball's still available on the side. And it would be on the other tables, but you can see how sharp this is. It'd be even tougher on slightly smaller pockets.
I'm rather impressed here. I'm impressed by the level of play. I'm also impressed the way these tables are playing. Makes me think that maybe in November, when they come to San Antonio, I'll bring one of these home. Look at this position. Nice play by you.
Well, George, if you start practicing on these tables, you might want to join an open tournament one time, and we'll be missing you in the box. I don't know.
I don't have the nerves anymore, Eric. I'll tell you that right now.
I doubt
They're
it.
shot.
I'm
It's
sure
horrible.
you do.
Nor willing to put in the hard work of productive practice.
Great rack here from you. Starting off with a tough one on the 1. And she's a little straight here, so it's not over yet. Gonna have to draw straight back, I believe, for the 10 in the right middle.
These tables are playing so well. You've got to be tempted to go rail first here. She's not.
Hit it well.
This is a tough shot. It looks straightforward, it looks easy, but it's a tough shot. You got to deliver that cue perfectly straight. And she has. What a nice out. What a nice out. The position she played around the ball up on top. It just nice all the way around.
Yeah, blow for blow here. And as you're mentioning, no player winning 2 games in a row yet.
And with the exception of the break and run to open up the match, no player has won on their break.
Yeah. Han actually had a couple break and run opportunities, but she missed the bank on the 10. And I think something went off position on the 5, the 2 times that she had a chance to break and run. She is breaking well, so let's see if she can produce something here.
And here we go in game number 3.
There's
Cue
a wire
ball.
ball down from the second row. One's going to fit past the 10.
And in this match, I'm also watching the balls break better, spread better than we saw in the past couple days. Is that just me, or do you see the same?
Yeah, Han's hitting them good for sure and getting good spreads. Yeah. I mean, the ref has to rack the balls well too, and all the refs are doing their best, but it is a small factor. Even how the table's racking sometimes. Just certain tables rack a little better than others, but looks like this one's going to play okay for the rest of the week.
Oh, my Lord, what a shot that was to go through that little open space.
play there.
That's a good shot.
Looks like Hand's going to try to stay on offense here. Combo at the 3-4. I was just
A
going to
9
say,
ball.
has the cue ball in the right spot, though. And it's not hot.
Ooh. That's 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah, her only mistakes have been just being a little bit off on position. Hasn't really made any mistakes in the pocketing department, but off position a couple times. It's going to happen over the course of 8 games at the table. Smart play here. Look, she's tied it up perfectly, George.
Well, let's take a look at Christina, what she wants to do with this. Will it be aggressive or will it be defensive?
Yeah, I like the cue ball behind the 4 here. Just going to try to leave her in a way where she can only kick at the bottom short rail. And the 9 will be blocking some of those paths back to the 3.
This is close. I don't think she got coverage. I think she can make the ball. But now the ball that you tied up, tying up the 5-10 there, will it make a difference?
Yeah, she got caught in between there where she wanted to create distance between the 3 and the cue ball, so she ended up stunning at it and lost the exact position of the cue ball. She could have just followed it. In that case, she would have been behind the 4 100% of the time. But just wanted to create distance and got caught in between. Still worked out okay. Both players going to jockey around for a few shots here.
Well, they're jockeying around at a good place because whichever one gets the open shot, they still have to contend with that 5-10 down there. It's hard to do something with.
Yeah, you could play a diagonal draw from the 4 to the 5, but the 9's a little in the way of that play. She'll try to get the cue ball near the 5-8-10 area here.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And she's got the angle to come in from either side she wants to. I like the long rail side. She's gone the short rail side, so she won't get coverage.
Well, bit of developments here. Either player can play below the 5 now and have a high percentage safe, and if they get perfect, maybe a shot at the 5 in the top left. Try from hand, mainly going for distance, and she's got it. I think she has enough of the 3 here, George. It's close.
I think she does. I think she can just roll this. If she rolls this, she should leave the cue ball on the long rail, and the could get a safe if she misses. But I think she makes this, and I think she'll be in good shape here.
Good shot.
Oh, cue ball traveled further than I thought it would.
Yeah, might have even been playing to run into the 4 there. Just wanted to be a little bit more aggressive with the speed. Wants to get below this, not totally below it. Has a look. Play the 5 into the 10 and try to line the cue ball up with the 8. shot. Interesting rack here, and to catch has come out with the edge. First real edge in the rack.
Yeah, this is going to take a special shot. I don't think the 5 goes past the 10 if she kicks it in. Can she hit it so precise that she gets cover from the 8 or the 10?
Yeah, there's 2 balls to hide behind in different ways there. I think just kicking at this one slow speed and kind of trusting to luck just slightly, possibly getting the cue ball behind the 10 or the 8.
Yeah, the speed is key.
Hit at higher speed. And she's going to come up with a safe here.
Oh. And there it is. Very nice shot.
Christina hit the proper side of the ball there, but unlucky with where the 5's going to end up. Chance for you now.
Well, this is a winner's qualification match, so the way these ladies are playing should be no problem for them to, the loser of this set, or this match, excuse me, to come back and make that final 16. So we'll be seeing plenty of both of these ladies the rest of this tournament. And it'll be unfortunate, but one of these 2 will lose this set or this match. And it's a good bet. I mean, you're gambling big time here because they're both playing very well. In the first set, the numbers favored you, but Christina came away with the win. And this has been pretty much the same type of play that we saw from both players in the last set. What a treat.
Yeah, this type of play could easily be seen in the final of a tournament. Too much angle here. See if she decides to check it up the right long rail. Nicely played. Just knew the exact angle coming that close to the 10, but not running into it.
And for the first time in the match, a player wins 2 games in a row. And wins on their break, although it didn't make a difference. They traded punches there in that game. Both players know they can't make mistakes. Let's take a look at these stats. Look at the safeties by Christina in the match. And good ones from you also.
Well, how about 1 missed ball in 10 games? How do you like that standard?
Yeah, I can see that. It's been a very high level match. I was looking at the ball's pocketed. Did that even out?
Just making a lot of balls on the break, George.
I think it's just she hits him so square. Watch this cue ball. Right in the middle.
Yeah, and every break's
That's the
been
key
like
right
that.
there. Yeah, that's the key right there is the way she's hitting. When you see that cue ball coming back straight back, it's just such a square hit.
Drew the cue ball a little bit on this one, so didn't get a good shot on the 1. She'd like to play behind the 5 here, but that's a little hard to get the cue ball going enough to the right. Might be playing the 1 behind the 5. Near the 5. There's a young fan.
Mm-hmm. With fans like that, we can grow the game. To tell you the truth, I have some fans here at home. The grandkids have been coming over quite a bit, and Papa, can we watch you play pool? it's it's fun. It's about the only practice I've had.
A couple shots going sideways for both players now. Christina wants to jump at this ball, but sat awkwardly on the table. Looks like she's going to take a shot at it.
Oh, that's something you don't see very often. All these top players are so good with that jump cue. It's almost surprising when they don't get over.
Yeah, just an odd stretch there. Just wasn't able to get the normal feel into it. A chance for you to take the first 2-game lead of any player throughout the course of the 2 sets. To see if the 6 passes the 9. First intuition is that it does. I'm not quite sure though. She's underhit this. See what kind of angle she has exactly here. She can't really come below the 5. We're going to have to find a way to avoid the 10 coming across and playing on top of it. Purposely tried to play into it, but lost track of the pocketing. So after about 10 games with very few errors, we're seeing 3 now in game number 4.
That was a very, very slight overcut. That would have had more speed had she hit it just a little more and still made the ball. But
yeah, and she
lot
was
of
focused
speed
on how
there.
the cue ball was playing there, and she did get the cue ball perfect. And that was a tricky shot from to catch. Did catch an angle of the 6 past the 9 on the way through here, and it does pass. Oh, she's been strong with the long pocket, George.
And she held the cue ball there, too. It didn't get away. Very easily could have gone behind the 7. Nice job.
She's in line now. A bit of a turning point here in set number 2. You had a chance to get on the hill. Going to be back on level terms likely. Real good pot from Christina on the 5 ball. Oh, caught this too thin. It's going to be okay.
And tied at 2. This match is so close. I would not be surprised if it goes to a shootout. We've only had a 1-game lead. It looked like it was going to get away there for a second, didn't it, Eric?
Yeah, well, Hannah had a
you
chance
was
to
gonna-
get on the hill this break. Yeah. I mean, well, she had
Exactly.
ball in hand from the 3 to the 4 and just came up short on where she wanted to be on the 4. Had a good recovery attempt, but just misjudged it slightly. But the main mistake there was just being out of position after ball in hand on the first shot.
Yeah. She came up and got behind, was it a 7 ball there? Or the 9 ball?
Just overcut the 4 because she got too thin on it and she couldn't stay below it, so she had to kind of spin into the 5.
Well,
Let's see Jasmine
big
over on table number 2.
just like in the first set, this is a big game here. They're both tied at 2. Let's watch Christina's break from the side.
Switch sides on
The
this one.
6 ball. And had some success. Long pot on the 1, but it's there. Little trouble with the 5-4. If they can get good position on the 3 ball, they can open up. Let's see how we go here. Offense? I think so. No, defense. And wisely and well executed shot.
Yeah, good shot there. I didn't mind the offense either, but she was never going to be able to get perfect on the 2. And then just being off angle on the 2 and then trying to get the perfect angle on the 3. The whole offensive path didn't really add up, so she's going to look for something a little easier on the 1. Because angle on the 3 is everything here. So a little better, but the cue ball's running into the 9 now. really no way to avoid the 9 here. I mean, she can withdraw, but that won't play well towards the 3. Oh, she could. And she's got the progression that she wanted after playing safe on the 1.
She's got a slight angle on this 2 ball. It's all about where she gets on the 3 as to what's going to happen with the 4 ball.
Yeah, I like punching it to the right and playing the 3 in the bottom left.
I agree. And the cue ball goes naturally towards the 4. And she's gotten straight in.
Yeah, this was another option. But I'll see if I can describe this. The way she played it, she could only follow into the angle. If she punched it over a little more, she could have had a following, stunning, or drawing angle into it. Like, that's a play that you look for in 8-ball a lot when you're trying to break out other balls. You usually want to have the 3 options, follow, draw, or stun, not just follow, because the following angle is so specific. I mean, she's going to be okay here. She can just go below it and be the first one playing safe on the 4, but just mentioning a small intricacy there. Oh, look at this. She could still go through it. And she's got it, George. God, it ended up bad. Good try.
Yeah, that was the only problem with breaking it from the bottom, hitting it from the bottom coming up. If it was the other way around, you might get behind the 5, but you're going to break out the 4 ball real nice. This would be a nice soft shot. But it's going to be an easy safety for you. Or maybe not. This has got up where it's not so easy.
Yeah, usually off the thin edge here, you can kind of get to the opposite side of the table, but it's laying in a way where it's tough to kind of get over there. She could go behind the 8, 2 rails.
Yeah. I like that. I like behind the 8, the 2 rails. He's called for an extension. We haven't mentioned it, but they are on a time clock, 30 seconds. 60 seconds after the break. 1 extension. She just took it, extra 30 seconds. And there it is. Played almost to perfection. She got cover off the 10, not the 8. But the 9 ball impedes the natural angle.
Yeah, Christina's going to have another slow roll attempt here, but you're right, George. The 9's right in the way of where she's would want to be kicking without spin. Might be able to go to the left of it. Still hold some natural angle. Watch out, no rail.
No rail. Yeah, and it was a 9 ball. Her other choice was to go to the opposite side of the 9 and spin into the ball, into the 4.
Yeah, she tried to play it with some right spin and straighten it out, but the spin just kind of ran out at the speed she played at it. Great match, George. I mean, 2 great players just going at it. Yeah.
And 2 great players playing very well. What did we say? There was 1 missed ball, and then we had 1 right after that, I believe, and that was it. So there's 2 missed balls in this whole match.
Small danger of catching no rail again if she had set at slow speed, which I believe she will. Oh, she's going to go into the inside of the 5.
Can she stick the cue ball? Oh, she's trying to make it. She might not have made it, but yeah, I think this came out pretty good for her.
Main thing here is that you can't really fall. Oh, she can follow the cue ball behind the 5, so Christina's going to be in a bad spot likely here. Still hittable.
At the end of this game, I'll bring you an update to the other matches that are going on. 8 total matches trying to get to the final 16. Two of them, 3 of them have already been completed.
Oh, look at this. Christina got right down to her end of her shot clock and had to kind of just fire one off there.
That's still unfortunate to scratch.
Definitely. I think she actually called the 4 in that pocket too. That would have been where she would have been calling it. Who's going to come up with the advantage here?
This is a replay of set number 1. She's got just a little angle to go for the 8, to get over for the 8. I think, after that last camera angle that I looked at.
Didn't catch as much follow as she wanted. Distance now for you. This was the rack she faltered on in set number 1. Missing the bank on the 10.
And that's actually where I was going, where I said it was a replay. Oh, I'm sorry. I said I was muted. And it's a replay of set number 1. This is the game that she was doing well in to go ahead and get on the hill first and faltered, and Christina got the game instead and was ahead 3-2. And now this is a replay with Christina having the shot, but yet you ending up with the game. And of course, this is the beauty of the format. 3-2 in set number 2 to force that third and final set. Keeping in mind that if the third and final set is tied at 3, we get a shootout. And at the same time of year that the World Cup is going on here, that has their own soccer shootouts. We see them here at this event, and we've had some great ones. We've had Ralph Suquet in a big shootout over FSR, 13-12, and another one was Wojciech Szewczak over Mika van Berkel, also 13-12. Some great shootouts so far in this week here in Austria.
I mean, how good are the players getting, George? Like 13 spot shots and then backed up 9 of them from the back rail.
Exactly.
It's just so much tougher than you
Is
think.
There's Shasha Lu. Was that Shasha?
It was, yeah.
Okay. I was pretty sure. Watching her.
Both balls in the second row down immediately, and Yu's hitting the break great. Just come up with a bank on the 1 here, but she'll be taking it.
Oh, I promised you guys updates. We'll wait till the end of this game.
Nicely played. Table's open now. Choice to go forward or draw here. preference shot, but I prefer the draw. Just thinking about the 3 in the side. A little surprised about that.
Yeah, she's right in the middle on this. She can't decide. She's got to come above the 5. If she goes forward, she has to go around the 3. The danger of the 5 ball. Still got there, though.
A little too much angle. Not going to be able to play the cue ball over to the right side of the table. Delicate slow roll there, but got it down. I believe this will be her first break-in run of the match, even though she's broken well. Just hasn't been able to actually throw that complete break-in run on the board yet. Good timing for it. Try to get the cue ball back where it is now. There is an aggressive play running into the 10, but I don't think it's worth the risk. If she doesn't hit the 10, there's a risk of getting behind it.
I like getting that cue ball right to where the bridge is right now.
Yep. Two rails back now. This ball can tend to check a little bit off the second rail. Won't happen as much with new cloth. But if anything, she'll come up a little straight on the 10 here. Or pardon me, a little too much angle. Perfectly played, George. Looks like we're going to the third set here.
Yeah. Both players so dialed in on the speed and that cue ball, they're just moving it around with ease and accuracy. Deadly combination. And here we go into the third deciding set. Some exciting stuff. The players will take a break, and I'll give you those promised updates. Jasmine Ocean down 1 set to Chao Fang Fu from China, but she's also down 3 games to 2 in the second set. So Savannah Easton versus Chihiro Kawahara tied at 1 set apiece. Zhou Che-yu has defeated Shui Xing-chang, both from Taiwan. Maite Ropero has gone down to Su Ching-wei. Wei Wei has won that 2 sets to 0. Kelly Fisher was defeated by Amber Chen, 2 sets to 0. And So probably playing just the way these ladies are, smooth and accurate, defeated Wang Wanling 2 sets to 0. And so those winners moving into the final 16, and Pia Filler is still in her match, tied 1 set apiece and 2 games apiece with Hang Muyan from China. So expect a shootout there possibly. That's on table 3, which is being streamed, by the way, with no commentary. We're streaming 3 tables live here in St. Johann in Pongau, Austria. 2 with commentary and 1 without. A look at the stats from Michael Salmon, our pool stat guy. Players, Han Yu at a 913 for the first set, an 870 overall. Christina, first set of 800, but won it. And I think Eric pointed out this. Not very often you see a player in the overall performance more than 100 points difference and still winning the set. But that's just timely misses by the opponent or timely opportunities. You can see Yu is breaking much better than Christina is as the break success. And the shot after the break, much higher. Yet there's only been one break and run in the set, and that was the opening game by Tkach. Fouls by the players. Christina had 3 in the second set, which cost her the set. And only 1 for Yu. But you can see in balls pocketed for the entire set. Almost twice as many pocketed by Yu than Tkach. The Crystal playing very well, but being able to take advantage of some timely opportunities and converting those opportunities to wins. It just didn't work out in the second set. So a lot to come here. We have the mixed doubles later this afternoon here in Austria. And more ladies matches. Let's take a look and see if we can tell you who's playing in the doubles coming up.
Yeah, we're running a little long on the 11 o'clock or on the 9 a.m. matches here. There's a possibility that we'll just have to see what they decide to do with the rest of the schedule for the day. But I think Jasmine's set on table 2 could go to the third set as well. Is that right?
It could. She was down. She's going to have to come from behind. Let me take a look at that again. I moved out of that window. Here we go. Yeah, Jasmine is 3-2 in the second set, but already lost the first. So that could either be over or go into the third and final set. Let's refresh that, see what happens. But I will say one thing. It's been a pleasure doing the commentary here in Austria. You know, this is the third time I've been able to commentate Austrian events, and they just, for some reason, get the best fields. They get the best venues. And here we are starting out set number 3, and Christina with a big break. Not much available on the one.
Yeah, this table's racking really well. Seeing Han make some balls in the second row sometimes, the 4 railers going down a lot. I like to see that, you know, if the breaks hit properly, you like to see balls going down.
Well, and you also like to, you know, when you see them breaking like this, you know everything is working well. The table's playing well. The cloth is great. The temperature's right. The referees are racking perfectly. To get, you know, template-like breaks, the referees are doing a great job with the hand rack. Yeah, they're tied 3 apiece now in the second set. Jasmine is with Chao Fangfu. But she has to win that last game. So that'll move in on table 2.
Nice kick save from you there.
Nice play. Just Oh, it's gonna. That kick didn't have much promise. It was always gonna be to the open.
See if
But
you
the
gets
5-ball's
aggressive
tied
here.
up.
Yeah, see if she gets aggressive and tries to open it up. She'll be able to off the 4. A lot of danger, though. Three other balls in that area that could produce a bad result. Nothing wrong with just trying to play close to it and play it safe behind the 9.
You know, keep in mind, this is the 3rd set. It's 2 of 3 sets. So either you win the set outright, or this set outright, or if it's tied on the hill, it will go to a shootout.
Yeah, each game of utmost importance here in the 3rd set. Here she goes. She's opened it up decently. Doesn't look like the 5's available into the bottom right. Only from the inside angle, which won't be great position towards the 6. Tried to open
Again,
up again.
moving the 5. Look at this. She's got the 5 ball. Will she come all the way around for the 6 to put the cue ball in place?
I think just safe here. She can get her real good behind the 9.
Yeah. See, I was thinking offense. I don't want to let Christina back at the table. She jumps too good. She kicks too good. But this is a tough one. This is a 2-rail kick just to the right of the pocket.
Yeah, nothing to hide
This is
behind
a tough
the
angle. Yeah. So even with a good hit, she probably gives up a shot. Yeah, there was. She did well. She did very well.
Definitely hit it right on the nose. Got a bit of a roll. And can move back towards the 6 here, but missable ball. Look at this shot, George.
Everything she's done has just been pinpoint. I mean, she is just playing so well. I'm very impressed today watching Hanyu and Christina.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's just a world-class player. That's why I noted at the beginning of the match that she hasn't done as well in the last 3 tournaments. I mean, it's one thing to not do well in one tournament, but for her to not be anywhere past the quarterfinals 3 tournaments in a row, you're just not going to see that because she plays so well. And it looks like she's back, found her. I don't even think she was off form in those tournaments, but it just didn't line up for her. But she's looking good this week.
Yeah, she's playing at a little higher level than she has in the past. And she has to, because Christina's forcing this kind of play from her.
Yeah, that was a tough one there. Unluckily came up with a little too much angle on the 6. Tried to force back 2 rails. She's going to play the bank now. She's going to set the tone for the 3rd set here. She's got it, George.
Well, I can tell you one thing. If If Han Yu would have banked the 10 ball in the first set the way she banked that ball, that 7 ball, she'd be closing out she would have closed out Christina in 2 straight sets.
Yeah,
That
she's
was a
playing
big
well.
shot. And opens up with a big win in the 3rd set, 1-0. Now, will it be a problem for Christina to come back to the table? Yeah, the 7 ball was big there. Excellent play. And that's the kind of play you expect from a 4-time world champion.
Won the China Open multiple times as well, back when the China Open was a premier event in the women's game.
We haven't seen that. Is that still going on? I
still
don't know
have
that
it.
I've seen numbers from that, yeah.
Yeah, they still have it. There's just so many big tournaments now that it kind of gets lost in the shuffle a little bit. Predator, a big part of that.
You know, it's kind of sad to me to see the play here in Europe and the lacking of American players, because it's not like it is in Europe or in Asia where the federations, will cover some of the travel expenses, things of this nature for the players. The American players have to cover it on their own. So it's really hard to invest $5,000 to come out. And if you don't win, I mean, you're breaking even.
100%. Same goes for Canadians.
Sure,
They're
same
not
thing for
any-
you, fly across the pond.
Yeah.
That federation money comes in so big for these players, and also the training that comes with it.
Absolutely.
And it's just sad to see, really sad to see. And it's countries like Taiwan is big, China is big with promoting their players, and that's why we
A
see
lot of
such
European
players.
countries.
Sure, the Polish Federation, the Spanish, gosh, they really come through. I mean, in every one of these tours, you'll see 11, 12 players from Poland, about the same from Germany. Well, players like Felix Vogel, junior champion, now doing very well on the men's tour and holding his own against the men, the top world-class players. And it's all due to that type of support.
Yeah, it was nice to see Poland in the final of the World Team Championships this year. I mean, if you went back 15 years, there might have been 3 world-class players from Poland, and now there's 20. And they made it all the way to the final of the World Team Championships, so there's a 100% correlation between, backing of the game and proper training. And yeah, I mean, the U.S. is coming up in those areas, but they really need to find a way to get some funding behind them too, because even though the prize money's going up, they players still need help to kind of execute.
Sure. And one thing, there are 2 American players in the fields here, and they're both women. Savannah Easton and Kennedy Mayman are here. Savannah, of course, travels the world. If anyone is playing kind of like the Europeans, this young 16-year-old has the world in front of her. I'm telling you, the sacrifice her parents are making, and the way they're working Savannah is just really going to develop her talents. It gives her every chance in the world to stand out and to improve.
Yeah, and the sponsors are taking note as well, and she has some decent backing now. but it's all self-made, and that road is very
Exactly.
tough. But she's there already at 16, so good for her. Full coverage here for Christina. He was going to try something off the right long rail, ideally trying to stick the cue ball behind the 3. Tough shot. Going to follow at it, so not going to get behind the 3, but still trying to hit this one squarely, I believe.
We were discussing Jasmine as far as her getting to the third and final set, and that's where they're at. They're tied 1 set apiece versus Chao Fang Fu.
Okay. So just for, I don't want to misspeak here, and it'll be up to our overall directors, but the 12 o'clock round possibly could be pushed back.
This one's running
for
over. Table 3 is going to run over too. They're tied 1 set apiece, Pia Filler and Muyan. Zhang Muyan. And they're 1 game apiece in the 3rd set.
Yeah, just hotly
Oh, nice
contested
shot.
matches.
Well, this is what you expect when they're fighting to get to the final 16. You expect the best players at their best and being tested, so you're going to have close matches. Let's take a look at what Fargo has to say. I have a ranking of the players in this tournament as by their Fargos. And with the exception of Shasha Lu, the top 16 are right there. They're fighting to get to the top 16. Every one of those players is there.
As they say, the numbers don't lie.
No, they don't. I mean, I'm looking at it right here, and it's just perfect order.
Shot here.
They're all there.
Looks like Yu has a partial pocket past the 9. Very tough here. Leave a shot in the side. Christina can miss the 10 coming around 3 rails. Play it and back to level terms, George. Just back and forth here.
It's just so pretty when a table plays so nice that a shot like that can be shot with such ease and accuracy. And you can just coast around the table with a good stroke. You don't have to force anything.
She didn't want this much angle here. There's one really aggressive shot where she stuns to the left of the 10 and swings the cue ball around. Yeah, I was worried that she wouldn't be able to draw it enough from that angle, but she did about as good as she could. And has a chance to get through the rack now. little short, but still going to play it directly. Well, put a lot of pressure on to catch, and if there was ever a time for a falter, it could be here.
Oh, she used every bit of the pocket. That's one of the things I love about Christina. She'll show you her emotion on shots like that, and she's just her reaction is just priceless.
Just got on a line from the 5 to the 6, but played it safe and was able to run out from there. That was a good shot from the 8 to the 9. To be struck well. I believe Christina switched sides on her last break, and I just don't remember if she was successful or not. It was in the second set.
Pia Filler, and looks to be a fan. I don't recognize her as a player. There's Dave Warrington, our event director, manager.
Is that Kennedy on the left there? I think it was.
I thought it was. I think it was. Kennedy Newman. 10 ball on the break. I kind of almost feel like since the 10 doesn't count on the break, they should get ball in hand if they make it on the break.
Bonus.
Bonus. I have a little bit of humor there. Don't take me serious.
Yeah, we did see the 10 ball tracking that way on this table on day 3. It hasn't happened yet in this match.
I just think this table's playing fantastic. I've been on table 1 almost every match I've commentated, and it just seems to be playing so well.
Christina with a chance to throw her second break and run in now. And I believe she's just straight enough here that she can play with some left spin. Create some angle towards the 5. Seven can be played in the bottom right of the top left. See what kind of angle she gets on the 6 here. Mainly just going to try to get close to it, I believe. I actually like 2 rails here. One of the worst angles she could have came up with, really. To the point where she's considering the combo on the 9. She's just too straight here, George.
Can she possibly shoot that to the lower part of the pocket and slide over for the 7 in the corner? Yes, she can.
Yeah, there's cheat options available.
Yeah, she can follow. Kind of like this. Oh, caught the corner. Otherwise, she's perfect. Will it be a safety or will she go?
Yeah, she's going to keep going here, I think. Draw the cue ball over to the right long rail.
Oh,
Yeah, I
pretty,
mean,
pretty shot, Christina.
Christina's been showing more and more improvement in the pocketing department. Not that she was ever weak, she was always strong. But she can come up with those bailout shots more than most players. And you know, she's strong in all parts of the game, but think about how many tough pocketing shots she's made in this match. Probably about 6, and like has missed none. Fundamentals really hold up well.
Totally agree.
Second break-in run of the match now for to catch.
And a very timely one in the third set when they were tied. And she was, in winning that, her first game, that set, that was on a mistake by you. She could have easily been down 2
first set. Yeah. Really just a world-class match here.
Yeah, it sure has been. Pleasure to see. You know, it's funny when I saw this come up on the schedule, and last night actually when they posted the table assignments, I was happy to see that. And number 2, I saw this match and I just thought, wow, what a match we have first thing in the morning for me. It's just what a match. This is reminiscent of the match that Christina played against Sosoa in the finals of the World 9-Ball.
That's right. Catch has had more success from this side of the table, and she's sticking there. 4-railer has gone in a couple times. Watch the 5-ball here. Got kicked by the 1.
Got kissed.
And a chance for you now. Wide open one. 10 balls to clear. It's never easy. But if you're looking for any problems in this rack, they're not really there. He's going to want to get straight on the 4. Go ahead, George.
I was just going to say she was playing position for the center of the table there and just kind of overran it a hair. But she's in a good place and will recover well.
Yeah, straight on the 3, straight on the 4. Straight back for the 5 in the top right. Small angle going to the right here, but I think she can hold it. Couldn't, so gonna have to play the 5 in the right middle now. That's fine. Well, was able to cheat the pocket enough to come straight back.
Looking good here. Nice angle to go to the 6. Pia Filler has defeated Zhang Muyan 2-1 in a shootout, and the score of the shootout was 2-1 after 4 innings.
Yeah, Muyan's an interesting player coming from Hayball originally. Really plays aggressive. Super confident in her pocketing. It's kind of her Achilles heel. Sometimes gets a little too aggressive, but definitely an entertaining player. She won the mixed doubles with Oliver Shalnaki in Vietnam. And they're playing together again this week.
Strong, strong field in the mixed doubles. Very strong field. If you have a chance to view any of those matches, you better get to it because they are well worth viewing. And tied at 2.
Yeah, the winner of the 5th game will be guaranteed a spot in the shootout. So both players will be playing this game like it's all hill.
Well, each match, the 5th game has really come into play. It's been the toughest one. They've been tied at 2 in each of the previous sets. And the shootout, the looming shootout, it makes that much more of a difference for this game.
Yeah, a bit of a tough break for Christina there in rack number 4. Hitting the break well. Just looking at the overall performances here. 878 from Han Yu, 800 from to catch. Super high level play.
I don't think either player has missed more than 2 balls.
Got the balls in the second row going again, and that's the advantage of breaking from the middle. Those balls won't go in if you break from the side rail. Conversely, the 1 won't go in if you break from the middle, but this break is proved profitable for you throughout the match. She's on a high percentage, George. I'll have to check here, but she's over 60%.
Oh, she was higher, I think. Yeah, I saw some big numbers in the stats.
Yeah, she's at 89% break success. That's one of the highest totals we've ever seen. Not over the course of 3 or 4 breaks, too. She's had probably 10 breaks throughout the match.
Well, even though she doesn't have an aggressive shot, this kick is awful important here. Oh. Well, if anything, the fact that she missed the ball and is able to push the 2 ball by accident into a tough position That's a pretty tough position for the 2-ball, but you was going to have ball in hand and get to that short side position pretty easily.
Good angle to come off the rail. I mean, just to read off some of the individual stats that Yu's produced in this match, and this is not to discount how well Christina's played. Christina's close to really matching her in all categories as well, but 881 overall performance, 89% break success, getting a shot after the break 72% of the time, only fouled once, only missed 2 balls. Just really one of the best performances we've seen.
Speaks to the level of play in this match. And I mean, it's been beautiful to watch.
If these last 4 go down, she'll be guaranteed a shootout. And I think this match is fitting of a shootout, George. We'll see what happens. But
it had that. If you look at the scoreline, just the way no player really winning 2 games in a row, except in the second set, you won game number 2 and number 3, and then won 5 and 6 to get out for the set. But other than that, they've alternated racks the whole time. Christina finally won on her break, and she won it with a break and run to win 2 games in a row. So it's had shootout written all over it, to tell you the truth. But in the second set, this is where Yu was able to put 2 games together. She was able to win the set on game 4 and 5 and 6. They were tied at 2. And other than that bank on that table she had, this is the hardest 10-ball she's faced.
confident enough to wrap it out. A lot of players would have followed that ball, but she's in dead stroke, George.
She showed us that from the very beginning. And the confidence is running high for both of these players. Both very confident of their abilities.
Well, after 3 sets, the penultimate game coming up here. Either going to be you taking down the match or to catch forcing a shootout. Yu's going to have the break, and as we mentioned, she's 89% on the break. So goes without saying, consider her a favorite to make a ball here.
She is yet to have a break and run, though, I think.
Yeah, what? We'd have to.
Or did she have one?
Back for sure. I think she had one in this set finally.
Maybe Michael can help us out with that.
It's on the stats, actually. Let's see here.
I don't have that link.
I'll send it to you for the next match. She has won in the
Thanks.
match, and I believe it was in the third set.
She does? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this may
would you
be what the
believe it?
doc. Ooh. The 8-ball gets nothing down, and the 8-ball comes into play to block the 1. So we're going to have some tactical play. Just very important game. Christina needs it to send the match to a shootout, and Yu needs it. Han Yu needs it to take the match. The 2-ball is still in a very precarious position, as is the 3. The 3 plays to a 3-6 combo, but he's going to opt for a push.
Yeah, I wonder if the 2 passes the 7. I mean, I understand that's forward in the rack, but it'll play to what decisions they make on the 1 as well.
It looks like it might at that camera angle we just happened to have a second ago. I think that was a safety. I don't think she missed that ball.
It was. Regardless if the 2 goes or not, they'll try to get the cue ball in the same area and be able to play safe behind the 7. So important battle on the 1 here. If she can only see the left side, she can try to take the cue ball near the 5. But it's playing a little long. Kind of to the right of the 5 too much.
She couldn't get behind the 8.
Well, you ready for a power up here, George? Power follow 1 rail below the 2? She might.
You think she'll go short side? Let's take a look. Then we'll see. Be a good shot. It lays nice for it. The angle's there.
Look at that.
And she's done just that. You called it all the way. Yeah. If the 2 doesn't go by, as you just said, she can go behind the 7 with it, with the cue ball. What a nice shot.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the best performances I've ever seen from any player.
And Christina's got her hands full here, and she needs this game, needs it desperately. But I will say, whichever player does not win this match, we'll see him again. They'll get into the final 16. They'll have one more match to play to get there. And there's the ball in hand.
Gonna have to combo the 3-6. It's a direct one. 3 should stick near the top left pocket. Good chance here for you to cap off an excellent match. Looking good. Seven's available in the left middle. Two rails back now for you. Playing the same clinical style that she has throughout the whole match. Now, it's one thing to have one set played at this high level, but every set's been played at this high level from both players.
Yeah. It's been an excellent, excellent match. It's had everything in it. And you in a great position here to go ahead and close it out. But still, she's still 5 balls away. But I don't see any problems whatsoever.
Yeah, the 8's nice and close to the pocket. Believe she'll just play the 9 in the bottom right. Minimize the cue ball movement. Have to come 2 rails back. She can actually draw for the side now if she wants. Just in between, she'll be fine, but just wanted to be a little straighter and hold on the same side. Gonna have to come across, I think. Could cinch it and just take a little more cut angle on the 10. But you can see she's thinking about both shots here. Drama all the way to the end, George. Not straight in here.
With the nerves. But this match has been very fitting of some great, great play from both players. And she shot a shot just like that just a few minutes ago and does it again to close out the match to win this winner's qualification match and get into the final 16. Han Yu over Christina de Crystal Tkach, 2-1. Christina almost getting that out to a shootout. This has been George Teachea and Eric Horlifson. Stay tuned. We have a lot of pool coming up, and we have some great pool coming up. Thanks for tuning in.